Greetings. So, I have some information I want to share with you. Something that I've been working on as an idea and as an experiment, and I've already have been doing it with a student named Pavel from Poland, and also Tatiana from Ukraine, and Alan actually from Taiwan. Anyway, before I begin with this idea and this experiment that I want to mention to you, I just want to remind you of this statement. Yeah, that native English speakers are the world's worst communicators. Okay. What does this mean for you? This means that you will be more comfortable in a room talking with other people who English is not their first language. You know, that's the reality. For those of you that have traveled to America, you know exactly what I'm saying. People in America speak really fast. You know, British people speak fast. You know, if you remember this article and you go down into it, you know, it talks about you come into a room and, you know, native English people, like right here, right? It says a lot of native speakers are happy that English has become the world's language. They feel they don't have to spend time learning another language. But often you have a boardroom full of people from different countries communicating in English and all understand each other. And then suddenly the American or the Brit walks into the room and nobody can understand them. This is the point I want to remind all of us about. And as you know, I speak like this to everybody. This is how I talk normally. Um, I've been encouraged to start kind of filming myself on the streets so you can kind of hear how I talk in public. But this is how I talk to everybody. And for me, it came from the traveling. If you remember my story, you know, I got tired of trying to talk to people in California like they talk in New York, and talk to people in New York like they talk in California. It's just time consuming, and time is our most valuable asset, right? It's the one thing we can't get back. So anyway, this paragraph right here, right, or the sentence, the non-native speakers like yourself, it turns out, speak more purposefully and carefully, right? Everybody else, Americans and Brits, right? They use jokes and slangs and references specific to their own culture, right? Slang, yo, what's up? How you doing? What's up, dog? Blah blah blah, all that stuff. Okay. So I just want to remind you, don't want to be an American. Don't want to speak like a Brit. Don't want to speak like anybody else. Use what the best speakers do. The best speakers, no matter where they're from, they speak slow, they use simple grammar, they pause, they use silence instead of Obama, right? They're fearless, not perfect. They ask for clarification. They say thank you to the listener. These 7 tips that I have mentioned to you all before, it's, you know, I didn't make them up. I'm if I want to take credit for anything, it's just I've just taken credit for presenting them to you. Like Bruce Lee, right? Bruce Lee mixed a little bit of Taekwondo, a little karate, a little kung fu, and he had his own style, right? Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee's own martial arts style. So I only take credit for the compilation, for this combination. All right. So anyway, so just take the pressure, the presión, the давление, the druk, the pressão, the yali. Yeah. Take the pressure off of yourself and trying to sound American or trying to talk like a Brit. Don't, it's a waste of time. You're going to cause yourself more frustration if you're trying to talk like you see on the streets. So we talked about this before with a few students where they said, "Oh, Sakani, when I come to America, how do I get them to slow down?" And it's real simple. You ask them to repeat themselves. Yeah, most people are polite. If you say, "Excuse me, pardon me, English is not my first language. Would you mind saying that a different way? Would you mind repeating that, please?" Yeah, don't be afraid to do that, because you also have to remember, what does it signal? What does it mean? It means that you have coraggio, that you have courage, yeah, to stand up for what you believe in. And what you believe in is justice and fairness. And justice and fairness is making sure that you understand what they're saying and they understand what you're saying. Yeah. So I just wanted to remind you, they're the worst. They're the worst. I learned more about speaking English after teaching online than I did in all my years of speaking. Why? Because it made me realize just how fast and and confusing Americans speak. They're not even specific. I spend a part of my day getting clarification from people. What do you mean? Can you say that again? What was that? You want what? I have to do this most of my day. You know, my best time talking is when I'm in class. Anyway, I just wanted to remind you of that.